Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Bismillah walhamdulillah salatu wassalamu ala ashrafir rusulihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. In this video we are discussing about what is scientific method and its terminology, some terms that include the scientific method. Then we first say what is the definition, what is the scientific method. The scientific method is an empirical method of acquiring knowledge that has characterized the development of science. That is very simple. Scientific method is an empirical, that means experimental. We all of us know what is empirical method. That is an experimental method of acquiring. That means acquiring means receiving of knowledge that has characterized the development of the science. Since at least the 17th century, the empirical method or the experimental method from this method since at least the 17th century. The scientific method since at least the 17th century. It involves, that means the scientific method involves careful observation. We will discuss what is observation, applying rigorous skepticism about what is observed. Skepticism, all of you know. And given that cognitive assumptions in the hypothesis or theories can be destroyed how one interprets the observation. Okay. Then some terminology, some term of scientific method or scientific observation. Observation consists that involves of receiving knowledge of the outside world through our senses. The five senses of human, or recording information through using through scientific tools and instruments. Recording information by scientific tools and instruments. Any data recorded during an experiment can be called an observation. Any data recorded during an experiment, a scientific experiment, can be called an observation. Should be take place under controlled conditions. That means a scientific observation should be take place under controlled. That is a spelling mistake. Controlled conditions. Controlled conditions means that there will be a specific rules and methods for observation in the science. Then that will be must be proceeded systematically under the system of science, and must be controlled under the conditions of science. The next term is concept. Scientific concept generalized abstract ideas that symbolize whole category of objects and process. Generalized, a general, abstract, that must be abstract, generalized, and also abstract ideas that symbolize, that represent whole category of objects and process. That is concept. Concepts are technical vocabulary of the social science. Concept is a technical vocabulary, a technical term of social science, with a precious meaning different from general version of concept. There are a precious meaning in the social science for concept. Some examples for concept are society. We can't touch or smell the society, but we can feel it. That is the concept. Society is a concept. Nation, art, education, or voting, all of these are concepts. These are some examples for concept. Theory, set of concepts and generalization so arranged to explain and predict the relationship between social phenomena. Theories, set of concepts. We said what is concept, and generalization. What is? We will set it inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. Then you will catch it very. You will catch it very. You will catch it. Set of concepts and generalization so arranged. These are arranged to explain, to say, and predict the relationship between social phenomena. Theories are always open and even to complete rejection. Theories we can reject, we can avoid a theory, and we can rearrange or we can bring new theories instead of the we rejected one theory. That is the theory we can, that is open even to complete rejection, that is completely open. We can reject all the theory and we can replace one of another new theory. Then another term, fact, scientific fact, an observation that has been confirmed repeatedly and accepted as true, but although it's true is never final. Then in this day that will be a fact by an observation or by empirical experiment, but in the another, then the next day there will be another experiment and there will be another theory and there will be another fact, then this fact will be avoided, then the fact will be untruth, false, but the next day, but in this day this is the fact by the observation in this day, that is the fact, but another that by the another experiment that fact is not truth, not final, then that is the fact is never be final. Inductive reasoning, inductive reasoning or inductive logic, uh, we can say logic and reason. Inductive reasoning or inductive logic is a type of reasoning that involves drawing a general conclusion from a set of specific observation. We can say an example for it. My mother is Irish and my mother's hair is golden. So then we conclude it, we say a conclusion, a observation from it, that all the Irish have golden hair, because my mother is a Irish and she has a golden hair, then all the Irish, that is the conclusion, that all the Irish have golden hair. That is inductive reasoning. This is a type of reasoning that involves drawing a general conclusion. This is general, that all the Irish has golden hair from a set of specific observation. What is the specific? My mother is a Irish and she has golden hair. That is the specific, not general. Only specific. My mother, only specific, a specific one, and we generalize it to whole Irish. Then that is inductive reasoning. This the opposite is deductive reasoning. What is deductive reasoning? Deductive reasoning, also deductive logic. We said reasoning and logic can use. Deductive logic is the process of reasoning from one or more statement to reach a logical conclusion. Logical conclusion, that is all the this is from general to specific one, general to specific one. Then example, all Irish has golden hair, all Irish has golden hair. My mother is Irish. This general one is all Irish. This is general one. Then we one or more statement. Then we said a logical conclusion. My mother is Irish. Then for that her hair is golden. She has a golden hair. That is a logical conclusion. Then that is deductive reasoning and we said inductive reasoning. Thank you all of you. Wa akhir da'wan alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.